So as photographers, we've all been in that situation where we're just going somewhere for a day or two and we end up taking our backpack. And then instead of taking just your camera and one lens with you, you think, oh, well, I'm taking my backpack. I need to take my computer. I need to take this lens. I need to take that lens. And then you end up having 2 camera bodies and 5 lenses going on a day trip that you do not need to take all that with you. And that's when I got thinking, I need to get back to getting a sling bag. I had one years ago, got rid of it, and now I wanted to have something a lot easier because most of the time when I film and go out and take photos, I end up just using the Pocket 3, which I'm filming on right now, and taking the Fuji X100V. So I wanted something very small and easy to take with me that I can fit just what I need in there, but it's also not gonna be too big or too much to take with me. So in came this 6-liter sling bag from Peak Design. And most of you are probably familiar with Peak Design. They make great camera straps, they make great backpacks. And I saw this one, liked the way it looked, so I figured I'd buy it. But I had this a couple days now, so we're gonna do some initial thoughts, and then in about 6-7 months, I'll do a formal review of it after I use it for a while. So the first thing we wanna note is the strap. We can see just a very nice strap. Peak Design always does a great job designing things and creating things. Right here, very easy to adjust by moving to make it tighter or to make it more loose if you need that. And then you have this part right here. All we have to do is press it in. And now we can actually just slide this whole thing off. And it's super easy. It just looked difficult because you got to get used to doing it. And then look, you just push it back, slides right back on. So you can take that off if you need to. They're connected by these tabs right on here on these edges. You can see it right there and right there. So here's the bag, here's the front of it, and it's already unzipped. So let's see what we can fit in here. See, look at this. We can easily fit my little notebook in here, something like that. I always love taking a notebook with me in case I need to take any notes for anything if I'm meeting with a client or just some other things. And we have this little area over here. We still have plenty of room to fit in there. So if you want to take some snacks with you as well, maybe you're going to be on a shoot all day and you want to take some Advil just in case you're going to get a headache, you could easily fit any of that in here, and then just super easy to zip back up. And now we'll look at the back really quick. Here's a nice handle right here. And if you want to carry it like that or fit your luggage handle through there and just have it on the back of your luggage bag, you could do that. And then here is a side, and we have a handle right here as well if you would want to hold it there. Now this probably could be used for something else, but you know, maybe you're sitting on a train or whatever it is and you just want to make sure your bag is nice and on you. You could absolutely do that. And then we'll look at the other side, same thing. Another little handle right here if you need it. Now, if you're wondering, what are these for on each side? Because you can see that they're right here and right here on the sides of the bag. That's for this bottom half right here. What's cool about this is it comes with cables, and you can put the cables on each side, and across here, you can put your tripod to carry it with this. Now that might be a little heavy, or you might have too big of a tripod, but if you get yourself a nice mini tripod or a nice little travel tripod, that would be nice to have on here if you want to take it with you. But we can see how sleek this bag looks. It just looks like a great bag, and we can see the size of it. It does look a little big because it is a 6-liter bag. So it's not gonna be the smallest, but it's also not gonna be the largest of these little sling bags and everyday carry bags that you're gonna see. One of the things I wanna mention about this strap really quick is there's these corners right here that you can actually push your strap into. And what that's gonna allow you to do, and it's on both sides, just so you are aware, what that's gonna allow you to do is kind of wear this more as a fanny pack than around your shoulder if that's the style you wanna go for. But enough about that, we were talking about the size of it, so let's jump into the bag. So what we're gonna do is just unzip it really quick, and you can see zippers go all the way down to the sides right here. And we're just gonna open this thing up. And now look at the inside of that bag. You can see we have a zipper here, and one of the things that's nice is it comes with those cables that I talked about. These are really nice because these are for that bottom part I talked about down here for your tripod or whatever you want to carry down here. But it's a nice zipper area, so you can absolutely carry other things in there if you want to. And you just go grab the zipper and we'll just pull it across very easily. We'll look at the back side of this bag right here. This is just a nice little area that's actually magnetic. You can kind of hear it click. So you can absolutely stuff something else down there if you want to. We're here to see how much we can actually fit in this bag. So let's check it out. So the center right here, you have these dividers. Those are Velcro. You can put them in however you want. And they also fold like that. So if you want to have something underneath and have something on top, you can do that. For this though, I'm going to use what I have over here because right now I'm filming on my A7 IV, so I will not be able to use that. Start with the Sigma 2470. You could sit it up if you wanted to. I don't know why you do that, but you absolutely could if you're worried about anything. But you can also just go in here and slide it in. Now it is a little tight, so remember that. Like, you might have to move one of these, but it'll fit right in there. This is the 35 1.4 with some freewall filters. And if we wanted to, we could easily stack it on top and have two small lenses on one side, and then take our camera body, this is the Fuji X100V, and throw it on the other side. And we'd still have room if we wanted to. So you could easily fit your A7 IV, your A7S III, and we still have plenty of room left. So maybe you want to take something like our Fuji Instax as well, and we'll drop this over here, right? And bam, look at all that room. You still have room to put things on top if you wanted to, or if you wanted to take something like this, what we could do is just take all of these lenses out, which is obviously very, very easy because there's so much room in this bag. And we'll just take these center partitions out. Take this one out right here. Easy. Take this one out. And we can take our 7200 and drop it right in there. And we would easily have enough room for a camera body still to sit on top if we needed to. And you also have this little pouch area right over here, which is very convenient if you want to put just some small things in there that you may need. There's one on each side. Able to fit a camera body in there, right? This isn't the largest camera body in the world, but since I have the Instax, we'll just throw them in there together. So that way you guys kind of have an idea of what it's like. And look at that, you still have a lot of room. Now, could we probably fit another lens in here? Yes, but one thing to note is you definitely want to give this bag a little breathing room for when you zip up. You just see how easy that is and just how tight that looks now. Like, you can feel some air in there, but it gets super tight when you close it. So let me know what you think of this bag. And if you already have that bag, let me know what your thoughts are on it, because I don't know. I've only ever used one other sling bag, and that was a Domkey that I took around with me with Europe when I had the Canon 6D about 10 years ago. But this one looks really good, and I think I'm gonna enjoy it. But if you've had it before, let me know your thoughts, because I would love to hear it. But as always, I appreciate you hanging out with me, watching this video. If you got any comments, questions, drop them down below. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you didn't, hit that thumbs down button. Let me know, maybe I should create other kinds of things, or maybe I should get better at reviewing camera bags, because this bag is definitely a lot different than the Shimoda Urban Explorer that I use as a backpack. But I appreciate you hanging out with me and taking the time to watch this video. And if you've made it this far, come on, you can hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 1,000. But anyway, that's all I got for today. God bless. I'll see you in the next one.